right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new show and not the very first episode. Technically, I did one episode last week, but that was on Instagram Live, and it is lost forever in the Instagram cloud. But welcome to the first official show of Back Talk with Bauer. I am your host, Josh of J Bauer Art. I'm a local artist in Orlando, Florida, and during this crazy time where we're not supposed to leave our homes, I decided that I wanted to bug any and all my friends I could get a hold of and host a little interview show. So my first official guest for the first official show is the amazing Amelia, also known as Harlequinarts Cosplay and Crafts. Hi, Amelia. How are you?
I'm doing well. I will take technically the first because technically is the best kind of anything.
There we go. There we go.
How are you doing here?
I'm doing great, trying to survive and all that good stuff. So how are you? How's things going?
My house is clean now because we've hit the point of boredom where that's what we're doing.
Yeah. You've been hunkered down for quite a while now, right?
Yeah, because I've got two people that live with me, and we're all kind of like, well, one of us gets sick for fun. One of us has pre-existing health conditions.
Mm-hmm.
And one of us doesn't have a great immune system. So,
right. I understand. Well, a big thank you for coming on. I greatly appreciate it, and basically being the guinea pig for this mess. So far, it's looking pretty good, and we're doing all right. Just wanted to
through.
Yeah, there's all kinds of people popping in. Want to say hi to Terry McIver, all the way from Ireland. Thank you for popping in, sir.
Terry, how you doing, sweetheart?
We also have Kyle Nunez, the bad from Trinidad. That's now coming to you from Holland. That's an even longer name now.
Floyd.
Oh, Trouble is here now. Hey, Billy, how are you? Hi, Andy.
Hi, Trouble.
So welcome to everybody. I greatly appreciate you popping in. And before we get all the way into it, I just want to give a big promotion to CyberCon 2020. I'm sure everybody in this chat has heard about it, but if you're catching this and have no idea what I'm talking about, myself, Hangin with Web Show, the amazing Amelia cosplayer, and several other tons of amazing folks are getting together for the weekend of April 17th through the 19th, and we are doing a how did he put it? A comic-thon. That is my new favorite word right now. And Mark B. Lee said I'm not allowed to say it, but I listen to no one, so I am calling it a comic-thon now.
It's a comic-con.
Yes. See, I am corrupting everybody. But we are going live on Facebook, so you can catch it from your house on Friday, April 17th at noon, and we will not stop until Sunday, April 19th at 6 p.m.
And enter the costume contest, which I am looking at you, Floyd. Looking at you, Floyd.
You're not allowed to leave your home anyways, Floyd, so you need to be doing something on Saturday. But yeah, Amelia is hosting a cosplay contest. I'm sure she'll be popping in here and there. I may be bugging her for the podcast super show because nobody's answering me to be a part of the show. So it might just be my own podcast super show.
Costume contest entry form.
Yes.
In the chat. So copy and paste that. All you need to do is fill out the very, very straightforward little chart I've got set up, and you'll get an email when I check.
All right. Everybody cross your fingers, toes, and eyeballs that this doesn't get canceled again, and we'll be good to go. So, hi. It's very funny to see that character do that. So, welcome, Amelia.
I refuse to be serious.
I appreciate it. We do not need serious right now. We need fun and goofy as always. So, thank you, Amelia, for popping in. Sorry for the mess. We will get right into this, and then I'm going to do some dubbing and correcting, and hopefully it'll look really good on YouTube later.
I'm going to start sharing the crap out of this, by the way.
Perfect. So while you share, I will plug CyberCon a little bit more. We were talking about it beforehand, but if you do not know CyberCon, it is, we were already plugging Amelia with all the cosplay stuff. She will be the host of the cosplay contest. It is Saturday at noon, correct?
Saturday at noon, I am going to go back into my drive, and I'm going to drop a link to that. Why did my phone suddenly just get really dark? Copy link.
All the technology's fighting us.
go ahead, guys. I'm dropping a link in the comments on Facebook. If you're watching this later on other media platforms, I will have Josh put it in the description for you guys.
Yes, and you can also find everything on CyberCon. Just type in CyberCon on Facebook. I believe it's HWWS CyberCon after Facebook.com. So check that out. I will be live painting Saturday and Sunday morning, super early in the morning. I'm also hosting a podcast super show Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Teaming up with the Kitchen Killers Friday night for live painting and music. So it'll be a ton of fun. But let's get to the important subject at the matter, which is the amazing Amelia. So it is so good to see you, Amelia.
Hello, Derek.
So first off, who are you dressed as for people that may not know?
There's no Dana, only Zool.
And you look fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
You do it very well. I've seen you in character and at events as Zool and many other characters. So it's amazing how you stay in the character for so long. It always impresses me.
Oh, thank you, darling. This
You're
one's
welcome.
actually going to get remade soon.
Oh, very cool.
Simply because I made this dress back in 2016, and I've not remade it since. So it's
wow.
Time to kind of upgrade, time to kind of revamp some stuff.
When do you, so that would be a good first question. When do you decide it's time to revamp an outfit or change it up or fix it or whatever you want to call it?
You see this?
Oh,
That's about when.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So my next question would be, when did you start cosplaying?
That one's a tricky question for me because my first convention was in 2015. It was Holiday Matsuri 2015.
Okay.
However, I was making costumes for fun before that. Didn't know it was called cosplaying, and I didn't go to cons because I lived in Bozeman, Montana. And even before that, I worked in theater, and I was a theater costumer. I did a ton of makeup for live theater.
Okay.
So it really depends on how you want to define the start, whether it's the first con or...
So when did you start doing it? Because I don't know if you consider what you're doing professional. It's always a tricky area with the cosplay stuff. So what do you view it as? Are you professional? Is it like a fun side thing you do?
Kind of a fun side thing. The dictionary definition of professional is you get paid to do it.
Right.
And I know that. So technically, yes, I am a professional, but it's not my thing. I do it because I like it. It's not, it's something I do because I enjoy. And if I happen to get paid to do it, that's great. If I don't, that's fine too.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So when did you move to Florida? Because I think we've talked about it a little bit here and there, but I didn't realize that you said where, Montana?
Bozeman.
Bozeman. I've only heard of that a couple of times. So
yeah.
Were you born and raised there?
No, I was born in Portland, Oregon, moved to Montana when I was about 11 or 12.
Okay.
Graduated high school, worked a year in food service in Montana, and then in 2016, very, very early 2016, I moved down to Florida.
Wow. I did not know that. See, this is why I'm like doing this show too, because like a lot of the convention folk, like we're friends and everything, but we are usually seeing each other at shows, events or something, or at a Kitchen Killers event where there's too many people and you can't hear yourself think. So we don't get to deep talk a lot. So it's really cool to, I'm already learning new stuff about you. So this is fantastic. Big hi to everybody and all the awesome folks that are tuning in. Hi to Ryan, to my mother-in-law. Good to see you, Mama Humphrey. Again, Terry from Ireland and Mia from the Maine event with Kevin and Mia are all tuning in, so I appreciate it. Hi, Robert. Sadly, you don't pop up in mine, but I'm cheating off of Amelia's.
Yeah, I've got the Facebook stream going here.
That's what I'm doing too, but I don't see him. So, but I will.
My friends, so maybe it's because he's not on your friends list. He is a videographer. His channel is Not So Serious Show, is it?
Okay.
I can forward you some of his stuff. Amazing videographer. I've seen a lot of his work.
Please do. That'd be great. All right. So, so when you moved to Florida, did you get right into the convention scene when you came down here?
I actually went to my first con before I moved down here.
Oh, okay.
I was visiting to kind of look at places to live and visit the people I was moving in with.
Mm-hmm.
And Holiday Matsuri was happening. They're like, you've never been to a con. Let's go.
Nice.
That's actually where I met Rolando.
Okay, very cool.
I met Rolando 2015 as well.
Very cool. Very cool. So after you moved down, because I think we talked about this when we did our little impromptu live stream on Instagram.
Yeah.
We've known about each other for, it seems, longer than actually met in person. I think we determined like a couple years ago, 3 years ago now.
I feel like I actually met you at the first Kitchen Killers show I went to.
Okay. Because I remember us getting introduced at Sci-Fi Bartow a couple years back.
Introduced at Bartow.
Yeah.
We did a Catwoman painting off of Christian's photo, but we didn't really interact much.
Right.
It was more of a professional back and forth.
Yeah.
And then we actually started becoming friends the first Kitchen Killers show I went to.
Yes. And it's always fun to see you in person, and it's always interesting when you show up because we never know.
Yeah.
So my next question would be, and I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. Are you actually a vampire?
Yes, I am.
See, I knew it.
I'm making a T-shirt.
I already made you the logo, so we're good to go.
We made the T-shirt, so
we can make you stickers too. I know a company, so that would be pretty cool.
You were posting about that earlier today, weren't you?
Yes, the awesome sticker company. I'm blanking on the name at the moment, which is terrible. Oh, Sticker Wolf. They made my J. Bauer art, the parental advisory stickers that I have.
Fantastic.
They made those for me, and they're incredible. So if you ever want to make some stickers, I got the file and everything, so we can get them made for you. So you seem to be like when I started working with you, because I did actually. Hold on, I always mess up. That painting right back there of you, off of Christian Basil's a picture from you from Sci-Fi Bartow. So that's the first time we worked together. Yes. You were already like quite a few cosplays in. You seem to be pretty. My best word is professional. Then, how far along were you at that point when I met you at Sci-Fi?
I was doing okay. I was enthusiastic.
Okay.
About the same level of enthusiasm. It's been a lot of network building since then.
Okay.
That was shortly before I took a little convention break. I think just after I did MegaCon, and then the next convention I did because I was signed on to do their cosplay contest was Tampa Bay Comic-Con.
Okay.
If memory serves correctly, apart from those two.
Yeah, I think I had that painting done by the time that convention went down because you stopped by and we took a picture together with it.
Yeah. The huge original canvas.
Yeah, and that's still that one. Yeah, it's still with me. And then you're actually here twice because your vampire fairy is there, of course. So let's do. You mind doing a fan question since we actually have one?
Go right ahead.
All right. So a longtime fan and friend of mine, Ryan Pemerson, who was actually the first guest on Back Talk with Bauer. I got to remember my show name now.
You got it.
I got it. But he's a longtime fan, and he asks favorite 80s movies.
See, I'm going to need you to break this down for me, because on
one
hand, I love Ghostbusters.
Yes.
But I also love a ton of like 80s and 90s vampire movies.
Okay, there you go.
Lost Boys is amazing.
Yes.
This one's like early 90s, but the Subspecies series is absolutely fantastic. I did a Michelle makeup test a while back.
Okay.
So that might be something that's coming soon if I ever actually get to do my shit.
See, I always get messed up with years of movies and everything. I'm always usually a few years off, but pretty much any 80s action movie, I will probably be in my top favorites. I miss 80s action movies. Oh, they were fantastic. Barely a plot, just everything blowing up or people in fights or shooting each other. And it's just, I miss those
You
days.
here for my geeky Christmas potluck.
Yes.
And we kind of said we were gonna do something like that again after this quarantine thing is over, so we could do like cheesy 80s action movies.
Oh, I'm totally down. I will watch the hell out of some cheesy. We got to find the cheesiest. It would be fantastic. So, yeah, actually, Kyle brings me in right to my next question. I always love asking this, and I'm going to ask a couple different questions of favorites and least favorites and everything like that. But we will start with, what are your favorite cosplays that you have done to this point?
Harley is always going to be my baby.
Yeah, Harley's my favorite too. I'm sure Harley's everybody's favorite for you. You do an amazing job of her, and you nail the voice down like there's no tomorrow.
And I can turn it on and off like a switch.
And the laugh is perfect. I know, and we talked about this in our Instagram feed, but I know Amelia walks into the room because I will hear that voice and I know it's her. I can pick her up from any convention, anything we're at, I know she walks in.
We've been doing that voice for so long that if I start to laugh, sometimes the Harley giggle will kind of creep into...
I've noticed that. That's pretty funny. So she's kind of a given. Do you have another favorite?
This one, I only did this once with the air guitar show. With the first year, I did everything with Billy, Billy, Rachel Williams, and Hennessy. When I did Lorraine McFly, because that was something that I patterned all by myself. There were basis patterns for that. That was me, and a whole lot of duct tape.
I have not seen that one. I'll have to. You got any pictures of it that you can send later? Because I'd love to see it.
Way back in my photos somewhere. I'd love to
Gotta go into the archives.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if I know where the wig is anymore. I haven't used that costume in like a year and a half, maybe 2 years now.
Still, what are your? So we know Zool, of course. I know you have Catwoman still active, right?
Catwoman's active.
Harley.
I was Canary for a while. That was
which one was that?
Black Canary for a
oh, okay. Very
that was
cool.
kind of put together from internet purchases. Wasn't really one of my favorites. Don't really like being the hero. I like being the bad guys. It's part of the fun for me.
Surprise, surprise.
Cat's a lot of fun. I'd like to do... I'm starting to get into foam works. There's a lot of things I want to do that I feel like will become the favorites. But for right now, I'm going to say my Harley is one of my favorites because the cape I have it is burned, it is torn, it's had knives taken to it, just stage blood everywhere. And it's been signed by Batman, Dick Grayson, and...
Wow.
It's been signed by Dick Gray. So the actor's name is Lauren Lester. It's been signed by Lauren Lester, Tara Strong, and Kevin Conroy.
That is awesome. And I have seen the signatures. They are fantastic. It is very cool. So yeah, you said you were talking a little bit about, stuff you want to get into. What's like a dream cosplay for you right now?
For those of you who have played the original Injustice game, Injustice Gods Among Us.
Oh, yes.
I want both Insurgency Harley and Insurgency Catwoman.
Yes. How do we make this happen? What do you need? You need all the monies? We gotta go fund me.
I need to start with foam.
Okay, so we have to sacrifice somebody to get some money. And yes. We got it. We'll make it happen.
Sacrifice.
Very cool. Very cool. There's some great questions coming in through everybody. Let's do, all right, the amazing Terry McIver, all the way from Ireland, asks, how much research do you put in for creating new characters?
So much. Oh my God. Like, I will go through movies, if I can't find, like, reference photos I want online, I will go through movies frame by frame and try to find different reference photos, which is how I'm going to do the Michelle. Because the one I want to do for the Michelle from Subspecies, there's a part where those vampires are very, very messy eaters.
Okay.
So she needs a change of clothes and she needs somewhere to hide. So she hides in the opera house.
Okay.
There's a very intricate like dress and bolero jacket that she has on. And
Okay.
I can't find photos of those anywhere. I will have to go through that movie frame by frame,
Oh man.
getting 360 views of the costume.
Yeah. Well, if you put it on, maybe if you could watch it on your laptop, you could like screenshot it, like every
Plan.
pause, screenshot. Very cool. Very
One of the hardest ones was the Harley I have now. I call her Battle Quinn because she's
okay.
actually canon.
Okay.
She is only in 6 seconds of the opening cutscene from the DCUO game.
Yes, I remember that. She looked fantastic in it, and you totally nailed it with her.
And it was a lot of, some of it was some guesswork. Some of it was just Googling frantically and trying to see if anyone else had done concept sketches.
Right.
Sometimes there's not a lot to work with, so you just kind of go with what you can find and make up as you go along.
Okay. Very cool. So we try. Kyle Nunez asked an interesting question, but I'm going to word it a little bit differently because we don't like to, what do you call it? Cause friction or anything. But he asked best cosplayer you've worked with, but who are all the different cosplayers you have worked with? And I'm going to let you answer that. I got to plug in my computer, so I'm going to make it full screen for you, and I will be right back.
I have worked with so many fantastic cosplayers over the years I've been doing this. I've worked with Ozzy J. Wyatt, Harris Cosplay, Miss Riddlebox Cosplay, all the amazing members of the Gotham Underground. I have worked with, of course, Cosplay Michael, adorable little 8-year-old who I have now kidnapped to be my Robin and be my Joker Jr. Now you're on the other side. Why are you on the other side?
I don't know. Apparently when I come back, it takes me on the other side.
So of course, you know,
we're switching things up, even interesting.
I'm counting Billy as a cosplayer because when I met him, he was dressed as Constantine.
Yes, yes.
Of course, like Cookie Dough cosplay, Rolanda the Joker, Eric and Danielle Battaglia. Her stage name is Vixen FX. They're actually going to be 2 of our judges for the cosplay contest.
Oh, very cool. I was wondering how that was going to work because we're all learning this how we go for CyberCon. So
my 3 judges are Danielle and Eric Battaglia from Vixen FX, awesome, and Brian Harris from Harris Cosplay.
Very cool.
I don't know if I really will be able to remember everyone I've worked with. I know I worked with Jose Vision Productions a lot.
Yeah. Well, and you've worked with, and every cosplayer works with, you're always working with 2 new people, tons of different people. But, you know, there's always those ones that kind of stand out. Or, I mean, you and Billy have worked quite a bit together. You were dressed up as Zool for a air guitar championship that was Ghostbusters themed, and you and Billy were the cosplay guests there.
And I got, I'm still so happy that I got Billy into that Keymaster costume.
Oh, he's perfect for it. He's really good for it.
Promo photos done, and he was just pristine. He was so clean. He's like, Billy, sweetie, I need you to go roll around in that pile of dirt. And so, you know, he just goes in the back, takes his shirt off, and one of our guitar guests gets there, and he's just watching the crazy man in the back rub his shirt in the dirt.
And that's perfectly normal for us with Billy. I mean, that's nothing new.
Normal Tuesday.
Typical Tuesday. Typical Tuesday. So we always have, let's go with this question first. So what has been your most frustrating cosplay to put together to date?
Ravager.
Ravager. Okay.
I'm not going to wear her again until I completely redo the entire costume.
Oh, geez.
It was a good attempt, but the method that I used to put her together did not work like I thought it would.
Okay.
I'm very proud of the scale mail that I was able to produce for that. There's just things that need to lie differently. There was so much foam and so many magnets that went into this thing. It doesn't fit quite right. You know, it likes to the magnets like to try to give out. So
right. Or you're getting stuck to some metal on your way in and out of places. Yeah.
I do have that another cosplayer I've worked with that I actually have swords from is Troy Max.
Yes.
He made my Raptor swords.
Very cool. Did you get those? Was it you that was supposed to be picking up stuff at Tampa Bay Comic-Con this last year?
Yeah, and it took a ton of time to even like get in the same places at the same time as him.
Yeah, because he was at our booth the whole time, and myself, Kitchen Killers, and him all shared a booth, which was very interesting. I've never shared a booth with anyone, let alone 3 people, or 3 groups of people. It was, that was a tight little spot there.
So Ravager is one I'd really like to get. I'd like to feel like I get her right. I feel like I'm on the right track, but there's still a lot of rearranging that needs to get done.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, and you guys are always, I mean, it's just like an artist, we're always learning to get better, trying to do different tricks, tips, and all that stuff. And I mean, even like when you go to do your current cosplay again, you know, it's going to be way better than what you did, what, now 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing to see what people change, and even just a year.
You should have seen my first Harley suit.
That would be awesome. I think I may have seen a picture of a really early one. I don't know if it was your first, but
I made the I'm gonna call them the Desticles.
Okay.
That round, because I didn't know any better. They looked small to me, so they just kind of drooped down.
Aw.
It looked like when she gets really sad in the animated series.
Right.
So I call that one Sad Clown.
There you go. There you go.
Sad Clown. We don't talk about Sad Clown.
All right, so we got another fan question. I'll toss in a question before that to see if you will be able to answer the second question. Were you a Power Rangers fan when growing up?
I've never really gotten into Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I had friends growing up that really, really loved Power Rangers.
Okay.
But I didn't really pay attention when they were watching the shows when we were over at their house because it just wasn't something that really caught my interest at the point in time.
Okay. No, I don't blame you. I was all ate up with Power Rangers, and Ryan is a big fan of Power Rangers, so he actually asked Green Ranger or White Ranger, but I don't even know. Do you know the difference?
I don't know what the difference is. My favorite color is green, so can I answer green based on that?
There we go. Perfect. Nailed it.
Well, I will say Green Ranger simply because someone who is very close to me competed in the U.S. Open multiple times and actually competed against the Green Ranger and beat him.
Okay.
So I've seen this person walk up to, can never remember his name, the guy that played the Green Ranger.
Jason David Frank.
I remember you. You stole my trophy.
That is awesome.
The actor just seems like a fantastic guy.
Oh, he's very cool. I got to meet him in person when I went to Lexington Comic-Con a couple years back, and I have that poster version of my Power Rangers print. Mm-hmm. And he was like one of the last signatures I needed, and I got him, and he absolutely loved the piece. We talked for a few minutes, and it was so cool because he's my like idol when I was growing up. So to get to meet him, it was like I was kind of a little starstruck, and I held it together pretty well, but it was still even like a little shaken afterwards and stuff. But I will tell you, you would probably like the Green Ranger too because he actually starts off as a villain.
Oh, hello.
See, yeah, I know how to get Amelia's attention. So, yeah.
We're super villains. It's not that hard.
So, so that could lead into a great question is everybody that does conventions, that goes to conventions a lot, cosplays at them, sells artwork at them, they always have like coolest moments of conventions. Do you have some coolest moments of different conventions or events that you've been at?
There's been a lot.
I'm sure.
I don't know if I can pick one overall, but some of my favorites.
Yeah, we'll go with some of them.
Meeting some of the Star Trek Next Generation cast.
Oh, okay. You're a big Star Trek fan.
I adore Star Trek. Next Generation is my absolute favorite.
Awesome.
I got to meet Brent Spiner, who plays my all-time favorite character, Data.
Oh, very cool.
And while I was meeting this guy, the only thing that kept me from just like happy crying because I was that excited was the fact that I was in Harley. So I'm just like,
okay.
you're wearing water-based paint. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
It'll
it.
go everywhere.
And that was at Tampa. So the hotel with all my makeup in it was quite a ways away.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a hike when you're in Tampa to get to your hotel, and not even just the walk, because I would stay in the hotel right across from the convention center, and it would still take forever because we would get into the lobby at the end of the show, and everybody and their brother is trying to go up the 2 elevators that they have in that hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a nightmare. And there's no stairs, and if there are, you're 100 floors up or some crap like that.
And when I'm Harley, even if you're waiting, because I've got the paint and mask on, I can't go get a drink while I'm waiting. They won't sell me alcohol until I wash the paint off.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
It's considered concealment of identity.
Oh, jeez. That's no fun. So what other, you got any other? I'm sure there's plenty. What's another one for
Star
you?
Trek was amazing. Michael Dorn was another really cool one. He played Worf.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Maurice LaManche was a really nice one. He voiced Egon in the real Ghostbusters animated series.
Okay, very cool.
He came over, he took a look, he checked out our booth. This was the last year they did Tampa Mega.
Okay.
I've actually got another moment from that same con. That was a good con. That was a really good con for me.
Nice.
He actually signed, I got myself a little Stay Puft Marshmallow Man pop figure.
Oh, nice.
And he signed the pop figure's head. And on
very cool.
When he signed it, he wrote, "There is no Dana, only you."
Oh, that's awesome.
Same con, I got to meet James Marsters.
Oh, he's so cool to meet in person.
Such a sweetheart. He was getting, I'm a huge Dresden Files fan.
Okay.
And James does the voice work for the audiobooks. He reads the audiobooks. Perfect Harry Dresden.
We will have to send those to Kayla. She will be in absolute love of that.
Oh, he is perfect Harry Dresden. He was getting, Buffy Superfan after Buffy Superfan after Buffy Superfan. And, my friend and I walk up and we just go, Dresden Files. And you can just see, like, a light in this man's eyes. Because he adores doing the series, but not a lot of people realize that he does that because he got so much credibility from Buffy that's where people know him from.
Right.
We talked to them for quite a while about Dresden Files. He couldn't figure out what I was dressed as, even though I was in Zool. I was wearing this.
Okay.
Poor guy circles me for about 7 minutes because I told him he had to guess. Because I'm like, he was, at the time that I met him, he was legitimately 50. Okay. So, like, this is, like, in the prime of your life. I know you've seen this movie. And he spends a while, like, he's just staring me up and down. He's circling me. You can see the gears turning in his head. And he finally just goes, "Look, darling, you're gorgeous, but I have no idea who you are." The minute I say, "There is no Dana, only Zool," he just smacks his head on the table. He and his friend, I think the friend's name is Mark. I might be remembering wrong. This was 2000, like 3 years ago.
Okay.
He's a huge gamer.
Okay.
So the next day, I went back dressed as my Arkham Knight Catwoman.
Oh, very cool.
And with my friend dressed as his Arkham Knight Riddler.
Nice.
We waited until his booth was empty, and we just kind of strolled up without really saying anything. Eddie has the shit-eating Riddler grin on his face, and just one of the light-up Riddler trophies on the table right in front of James. And without missing a beat, he just goes, "Oh my god, you're such a prick." Oh dear, my computer's dying.
Oh no.
Reason, please register that. But then he turns to me and goes, "Oh my god, we spent like 2 hours trying to save you last night." And, I don't know if he was just being nice or he legitimately meant this, but I will take it either way. Mercer said that I'm the best Catwoman he's ever seen.
Wow.
So I'll take it.
And he's probably seen like how many? That should be a plaque for you. Like when
Right?
you go to introduce yourself to people, like in your resume or on your card, that should be on there somewhere. James Marster said I'm the best Catwoman he's ever seen.
James Marster's favorite Catwoman. Hi.
Yeah, there you go. That's how we're gonna introduce you for CyberCon.
But I'm gonna be in Harley.
It still counts. It's okay. It's just part of the criteria.
It's the Harley that made Lauren Lester lose his shit giggling when I presented him with a bloody Robin cape.
Oh well, that's even better.
I actually got posted to Lauren Lester's fan site because I asked him to sign my cape. This was SuperCon 2018, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, hey, I need you to sign something for me. Wave the cape down. He's just like, okay, Robin cape, that's cute. And then he actually looks at this thing. And I can't resist. I'm sitting there and I go, so if you see Jason Todd, and I can send you the photo from this. He's like, I need to get a picture with you. And he's holding the cape. And like, this man he was so sweet. And he actually had his assistant take photos with his phone and post them to his fan site. Because he's like, I've been asked to sign some stuff, but a beaten, bloody Robin cape has never been one of them.
That is awesome. I gotta say, cosplayers always have the coolest stories and coolest moments. Like I have some cool moments here and there with like taking my artwork and getting it signed, and like the characters being really excited or really into it. Hey Jen, how are you? Good to see you. But it's really cool. I always love hearing cosplayer stories. We have the mad scientist Dennis and Tara. They're always telling us stories about this group or this group, and it just sounds so much fun. But I hate dressing up, so I will not experience that. But I'll take what I can get and live vicariously through you guys.
For those of you familiar with the Harley comics,
mm-hmm.
I also made 3 of the Harley artists lose their minds.
Oh, very cool.
One of them, he's not one of the, I'm not going to say he's not bigger name, but he's not like one of the headlining names like Amanda Connor.
Right.
His name's Chad Harden. He's been working on the Harley comics for years, like 20 years now, I think. I could be wrong on that, but long, long time. He actually asked to trade me 3 of his 3 pieces that he had because he wanted 3 of my Harley prints. His classic
very cool.
All-time favorite. So I've got some original Chad Harden stuff from that. I've met Jimmy and Amanda twice.
Oh, I love seeing them. I'm actually friends with Jimmy's brother.
Oh, fantastic.
What's that?
I said fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I've had the chance to meet him a few times, chat with him. He's even seen some of my artwork and absolutely loved it. They're an awesome couple, and so they're really cool and supportive when they meet people. It's very nice.
He put a video of me doing the whole Harley voicing character up on his social media.
Oh, wow.
I have a photo, because I got my photo taken with them. They signed some pieces for me, because I had to buy their artwork. I love Harley.
Of course.
And like the custom Harley blunderbuss gun that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Got a photo of Amanda just hugging. It is the most adorable thing.
That's awesome.
But I'd say that's probably one of my coolest because they're just genuinely sweet people.
Oh yeah, they're very cool. I ran into them in different situations, different times, and they're always just so cool and down to earth and chatting with everybody. So actually, the print right here of Selena Kyle is of Amanda's work. It's one of my favorite pieces of her. It's Catwoman. She like the one panel she's pulling out diamonds or something from her like inside her chest, and then Batman shows up and is like glaring at her, and she's like handing it over, getting caught and everything. It's very cute.
I can probably recreate that.
That would be awesome. I think that needs to happen.
I think we can do that. What Batman do we know? We've got...
Who's the one? There's a Batman that there's a picture of you and cosplay Michael and Batman all together.
Mark
Yeah.
Bar.
Yeah.
His social media is Mark Knight Rises.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm probably following him somewhere. Yeah, you guys actually, Garrett from Hanging with Web Show wanted me to recreate that picture in a painting, and I totally forgot. So maybe it'll happen one of these days.
You know,
So,
I know who you'd actually be a really good if you ever did a costume.
oh, okay.
Pre-supervillain Eddie Nigma. Like when he's still like little geeky Eddie Nigma working at a police station before his life goes to shit.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that. I could see that.
No offense to you, but I don't think you could pull off like the maniacal superhero face, your supervillain face.
Oh, you haven't seen me mad.
I haven't, but he's not necessarily angry. He's just, you can see the he's not necessarily crazy. He is just super like obsessive level OCD.
Right. If you ask Billy Floyd of My Creepy Smile, I'm sure he will tell you about it. There's certain times Billy knows when they push too far or I'm not too happy with things, and instead of getting a mean face to me, he says it's my creepy smile face. So yeah, you've caught me in mostly good moods, but I'm sure there's I've freaked out a few people with what I can.
I'm a fucking joy.
So now this is just a personal thing, but like you go to a bunch of different conventions where we are in tons of groups. We know tons of people. Do you get a lot of people coming up to you that know who you are, like what you're doing and all that stuff, and you have no idea who the hell they are? I'm sure you get it more than me because you're a cosplayer. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I mean, the best thing you can do is, and I feel really bad saying this, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Smile, nod, and pretend you know who they are.
That's exactly what I do.
Because speaking like as a cosplayer, you know, for all you know, you're their favorite cosplayer, and if you go, I'm sorry, I don't remember you, it could ruin their con.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't want to be, you know, that bitch that doesn't remember me.
Yeah, I'm good with, now there's a lot of times, and it's not even like a remembering thing. I've run into quite a few people that like, I kind of know them, or I know, like, it's more, they've seen me with other people. They're like, oh, you're Josh Bauer that works with Hanging With, or you've been with the Kitchen Killers. And I'm getting more and more people like that. They're like, oh, you're Josh. I'm used to people not really knowing me because I'm the artist, so you only see really the artwork, not everything else.
Floyd has no effect on people.
Yeah. So, let's see. I know that I have other questions. Uh-oh. Hello? Calling a man?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
So here's a very important, dire question that we need to know from Ryan. Ninja Turtles or gargoyles? Choose wisely. Because I can't.
Ninja Turtles?
Uh-huh. Okay, really?
I haven't watched either show in a long time.
Okay.
I'm going to say Ninja Turtles simply because I've watched some gargoyles, but when I started watching Ninja Turtles cartoons when I was little,
right,
I would like track down Ninja Turtles cartoons.
Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite turtle?
Not anymore.
All right, who was your favorite turtle back then, at least?
I'm gonna feel so bad. It's been so long since I've seen anything. I don't think I'll get the names right.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, first name all 4 turtles. Let's have you butcher the names. This will be fun.
Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, and I'm blanking on the third one.
Starts with an L.
Leonardo.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, see, that's not too bad.
I don't remember which one's which.
Okay. See, like, Gargoyles and Ninja Turtles were both, like, big time for me when I was a kid. I'm totally obsessed with them. Had all the toys, and I have all the pops actually sitting right over here on the shelf of the gargoyles.
It was a little harder for me to find stuff because when we were growing up, my mom didn't want us to watch TV really. Like
Okay.
So even though gonna freak a couple people out here, they usually think I'm older than I actually am.
Right.
Even though I was born in 1996, I've been told, yeah, I just saw the face.
What face? You saw nothing.
I grew up, according to what my dad said, more like we were living in the 80s.
Right. Okay.
My mom didn't want, like, it was a fight for him to even let her get cable TV in the house.
Wow.
She didn't want to have cable.
What, did she think it would corrupt you, or? I mean, because that didn't work. You're still corrupted, but
I mean, I corrupted myself, thank you. Don't wait for someone to come along and do it. Like, take a hold of your own destiny, guys. Corrupt yourself. Stupid decisions. And then deal with those stupid decisions with more stupid decisions.
There you go. There you go.
But I think she didn't want, I don't know. I don't really know my mom. So I don't really know what was going through her head. But I think along the lines of, she didn't want TV becoming the thing that raised the kids. She wanted us to go outside and play.
Right.
And she'd figure if they don't have it, they won't miss it, and I can just take them outside and they'll run around. And she was right for the most part.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. I was raised with a single mom, so TV entertained me quite a bit. But yeah, I gotta say, if you ever get a chance, because Disney Plus is a thing now, and Gargoyles is on Disney Plus.
I have Disney Plus.
Then there you go. Gargoyles is a fantastic show. It still holds up today.
The series, because I only remember seeing like 4 episodes.
It's really good.
4 episodes, but they were all seen at friends' houses.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. You would find a cartoon randomly at a friend's house and then never see it again.
Yeah.
Oh, the 90s. But yeah, I would highly suggest going and checking out. The first season's fantastic. Getting in the second, third, there was some weird stuff here and there, and then they kind of abruptly ended it. I will say, like, the very last episode's kind of like WTF. But the first season is awesome. I was so obsessed with it. I actually had a board game of it that was like a TV VHS board game.
Got Brian Harris on. He's one of our cosplay judges for the cosplay contest.
Oh, awesome. Welcome, Brian. Thank you for stopping in.
I have no idea what I'm doing with my hands.
I like it. It's, you're pretending you're in Hawaii. It's, you know. So, we won't get into all of the bad stuff because we're doing the show to ignore all the bad stuff that is going on in the world.
Mechanisms.
But what are you up to, to entertain yourself right now? I know you cleaned the house today, but
the house today, I've been working with foam, so I just finished a set of horns.
Oh, very cool.
I'm going to turn into a headdress because I can.
Nice. You've been doing some photo shoots recently too, I saw.
I'm currently reading one of the Dresden Files books. I'm way behind. This is only the 3rd book. I'm way behind. He just released 16th or 17th, and there's one slated to come out later this year again too.
Oh wow!
Good year for Jim Butcher, releasing 2 books in 1 year.
Nice. That's a lot of writing.
Oh yeah, very wise use of his quarantine time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's where we're all trying to figure out right now is the wise use of the quarantine time, and that's why there's this show now.
Yeah. Well, as you've seen, I've been kind of popping on Facebook Live when I feel like it.
Yeah.
I've been helping get CyberCon running. I put together all the material for their costume contest.
And we greatly appreciate it. And I I've been using it well too. I created a logo for you, so that's super awesome.
It is currently the logo on my page. That might be one that I get stickers of.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I will definitely help you get those stickers, or at least get them ordered for you and everything, so you don't have any issues. I am quite proud with that logo. I made it in I made the first part of it in an hour, and then little tweaks for 30 minutes. So a logo like that in an hour and a half, I am quite proud of myself. So.
That is an absolutely fantastic logo. I think if you were on when I looked at it on my live stream.
I was.
Yes,
oh yeah, it was.
You saw the reaction when I opened it for the first time.
Yeah, that was very cool. That was awesome. I do feel bad that I didn't hop on with you that night, but I cannot design stuff and chat at the same time, so I would have been very boring to talk to.
Well, that's another thing I've been doing. I've been live streaming with my time. I've been video chatting random people. I made a new friend. His name's Andy. I met him at the Industrial Goth Night that I go to.
Oh, very cool.
I'm going to try to drag him out to Billy's show whenever we get to do that again.
Oh, hopefully sometime this century. It's, it feels like forever and a day since I've seen people in person.
We're figuring we can start doing stuff, because technically my county isn't on lockdown.
Right.
It is just highly recommended that you don't be an idiot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I figure I can start hanging out with one or two people at a time when the schools reopen, because once the schools start reopening.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping. My hope is to have to things to get slightly back to normal, and hopefully end of May. It's looking interesting right now, so who knows? But we don't want to get into too deep into that crap, because that's just scary and terrifying. I'm trying to sneeze and I can't, so that's fun.
I mean, if it's 2 words, it is scarifying.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
Scarifying.
So everybody stopped asking questions. That's no fun.
Come on, guys. We have 4 people in here with us. We need to. Come on.
Come on. Don't be shy. Amelia bites, but it's not too hard.
Mm-hmm. We have the teeth in right now. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I do have to say it is your Instagram streams are quite entertaining.
I'm usually drinking during those.
Yes, and your I believe it's Sean, correct? I got that right?
Yes.
Yes, you and Sean hopping in, and he always pops in. It pisses me off. He always pops in. He's just leaning over ever so coolly, looking like Billy freaking Idol and Spike mixed together. And I'm like, oh. And then you bring me on camera. I'm like, oh, just quit. No.
Whenever we go out, we play a game. Like when we went to this last year, he knows that I've always wanted to do Mickey's Not So Scary. And all of us have annual passes. So we got the Mickey's Not So Scary tickets for my birthday and surprised me.
Oh, very cool.
I'm born in late August. That's when we start Mickey's Not So Scary now. So it worked. We're like, Laura and I, we're talking, we're like, okay, let's see. When we go into this park, he's going to get 3 things. Let's count how many of each he gets. We got a ton of Billy Idols.
Oh, I bet.
We got a ton of Spikes.
Okay.
And we got 1 or 2 David Bowies.
I could definitely see that. I need
to send you the photo from when I first met Sean. He looked like he was doing an original creation Jareth. Honestly.
Oh, wow.
I thought he was. That's kind of why I went up to him.
Nice. I ran into him at what the hell was it? Phantasm Orlando.
Yeah.
And he popped over and he kind of reintroduced himself. I'm like, oh, I know who you are. I'm like, can't forget you. I meet you once, and there's just but yeah, if you want to tune into some fun, interesting stuff, always follow Amelia on Instagram, because you never know what chats she's going to be doing. I do. It was very fun watching that night that we were talking about, because Sean said that he would hop off camera so somebody else could pop on and show off their Joker voice. And if looks could kill, and watching your eyes, I have to say because I know you only so well, but I could watch your eyes, and you played it off very well to have that conversation with that particular person. And you have way more patience than I do. Because I saw it in your eyes, and it was so funny that he was not catching on. Neither one. And you're even being so sweet about it now, so I won't blow up your spot too much. But
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't want to make anyone feel bad.
I know. See, I'm a dickhead, so I make people feel bad all the time. So
I don't get the luxury of being an asshole. I'm a girl. People think that they can beat up on me if I do shit like that.
Oh yeah, and you're a cosplay girl, which is even worse. You gotta, keep the right image and all that stuff. That's why Kayla never decided to be a cosplay girl.
Body in the backyard. A lot of work.
Yeah, it is. It is. But if looks could kill, there would have been 2 dead bodies. So, Kyle Nunez asked, "Do you go to Halloween Horror Nights?"
I do not.
Really? I would figure you would live there and make a home there in one of the haunted houses.
Because of mental trauma bullshit.
Okay.
I actually have a panic disorder that's triggered by things like jump scares and loud, unexpected noises.
Okay.
If I know the loud noise is going to be coming,
right.
If it catches me by surprise, hi, you're in for a really interesting night.
I can see you punching somebody.
I run. I don't punch.
Oh, you run. Okay, so you run.
I pick flight when the fight or flight instincts kicked in.
Interesting. Learning all kinds of things about you tonight.
I did go once. When I was a Universal employee, I went for employee preview night. And because I looked scared, that just made me a bigger target.
Oh, yeah.
So, we were walking through the group of friends I was with. Were like, yeah, you're not handling this very well. Let's get you out of this park. And we didn't even go in any of the houses. We just walked through the scare zones.
Oh, yeah. I've seen the videos. I have no interest in going.
But
Kayla wants to go, and I know she'll get the shit scared out of her.
I want to be able to go, but now that I'm on Zoloft and alcohol exists, because I wasn't 21 at this point in time, so I was doing this sober and unmedicated. No,
Kayla popped her in her head. She's like, "Did I hear my name?" I said, "No." Hi, Bunny.
Horrible decisions, really. But we were in the Kabuki area because that was 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the year I worked for Universal, so 2016.
Okay.
Someone was very light-footed and snuck up behind me.
Uh-oh.
And ripped a chainsaw.
Oh.
I don't remember anything until we're out of the park.
Wow. Did you run? Did you pass out? Or
I have no idea.
Holy
I don't
crap.
think I passed out because there weren't any med techs.
Okay.
And if someone
that's a good sign.
Universal protocol to call a med tech, even if you get up and you're like, "Yep, I'm fine, I'm good."
Right.
I probably just bolted.
Okay.
But I honestly am not sure.
Interesting. I'm learning all kinds of things about you tonight. I'm glad I made this show. This is very entertaining and interesting.
So now that I can drink and I've got brain medication, I may give it another shot.
Okay.
But that's the decision for whenever Halloween Horror Nights rolls around.
Well, hopefully we will be past all this BS that is going on now, and it can actually happen. And we'll keep our fingers crossed, and then I'll keep my fingers extra crossed for you that you don't have another bad attack.
Either it's going to work really, really well, or I'm going to leave Sean and Laura in Horror Nights and fuck off to a bar somewhere.
And there you go. There you go. All right. Well, we are getting at that time where I'm trying to actually behave and keep this into an hour-long show.
Okay.
But I greatly appreciate you hopping in. Could you go ahead and plug all your stuff where people can find you and stalk you and all that good stuff?
Did you tag my Instagram? Not my Instagram. Wrong one.
I did. Your Facebook is in here. randomly. I think I did it all right.
Okay, well, find me under just search Harlequinarts cosplay. If you go to my Instagram, which is Harlequin, like the jester, not the character, _ARTS, Harlequin _arts. There's an all my links link in the profile, and you can find all of my media there. Whether it's the NSFW stuff that is behind paywalls. I will be honest, I've got an OnlyFans, I've got a ManyVids. Those links are on there. Links to random crap I sell is on there. Links to stuff I've done with photographers is on there. As well as links to my Twitter and my Facebook.
Awesome. I'm trying to see. I don't know if this is going to get really loud. Hold on.
Hey, Josh, it's just told me that you're watching your own live stream.
There we go. Now I dropped your link in there. Hopefully nobody heard the double noises. I don't know everything in Be Live yet, so it's very...
I heard the mouse, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much, Amelia. I appreciate you hopping on. And and I have to plug this because it's fantastic. The video that you made of as Catwoman for CyberCon for me is awesome. Because if you haven't seen it, they're all posted on CyberCon and I believe on Amelia's page. But she does one of Harley Quinn promoting J. Bauer art for CyberCon 2020. And then she does one of Catwoman promoting J. Bauer art. And it actually starts off with Catwoman tying up Harley. And you hear Amelia did an amazing job at both voices. I never heard your Catwoman voice, so that was spectacular. You do a great job.
Just me, but I drop it down a little bit.
And it nails it for her. It sounded a lot like the video game version, the Arkham Knights ones. Yeah, I loved it. I love that video. So thank you very much for those. I greatly appreciate it. So if you've seen those videos, that is I gotta point that out. That is who did the videos.
Like and share the video.
Yes, please, please.
Before I take all this off, I'm doing... Oh, what is this?
Coco.
I'm doing more promo videos. Be cool tonight.
Oh, there she is. Coco keeps making appearances on all my videos lately. Yeah. This is the Coco Bear.
Better than Cerberus.
Yeah, your dog is a beast. But I love him. He's awesome.
He's the resident support Hufflepuff.
There you go. Well, thank you very much. Please, if you...
for having me.
Of course, and thanks for dealing with all the technological issues and dealing with the first guest's growing pains. If you would like to see more of us, make sure to follow us on all of our social media, and please tune in for CyberCon 2020, April 17th through the 19th. Amelia and I will be on there all kinds of different times. Who knows when you'll see us next? I don't have to keep petting you the whole time.
Pop into my live streams. You may find Josh there.
Yes, we have been randomly doing some live streams together to just BS and kill time and entertain ourselves in the evenings. So share.
Alone.
What's that?
It makes me feel like I'm not drinking alone.
Well, I'm happy I can help with that. So, and then follow me on social media at JBauerArt on everything. And basically, the Back Talk with Bauer is going to be run through there, and then you can catch repeat episodes, or if you missed anything from this episode, go to Hanging with Web Show's YouTube channel. I'm going to post these on there, and it'll be another awesome show that is brought to you by Hanging with Web Show. So you guys have an awesome, fantastic night, and I will catch you guys next week. Later.